And although this conversation is going to be skewed towards creative professionals, I feel that it will be relevant for everybody who is currently running a business. It doesn't matter what your business is. Expenses are expenses, profits are profits. Investing in your business is investing in your business. And so maybe I may be giving a lot of examples for event planners and designers and people inside of the event industry, but I feel that this is such a relevant conversation. So we are talking about why you should reinvest in your business. How much should you reinvest in your business? What should you reinvest? How much is too much to invest in your business? And where particularly can we reinvest in our businesses so that we're able to get the best ROI for ourselves and our businesses? That's what we're talking about today. I am going to be talking about, first of all, what you should be thinking about, the differences in your finances and where you should be channeling your finances in the first place. What are some of the things that you should be thinking about when you're thinking about investing back into your business? And then I'm going to share with you 5 different areas which I feel are critical for investing back into your business. And then finally, I'm going to share with you some resources if you're a little bit low on finances right now, because hey, COVID happened, right? And for a lot of us, that was a big loss to our business. A lot of people lost money inside of this COVID era. So if you're a little bit low on finances, I am also going to tell you or show you or share with you some resources, some of which are free, that you can invest your time in. When we talk about reinvesting in your business, when we talk about investing in your business, a lot of people just imagine that you're investing money. We instantly think about cash, but sometimes all you have to invest in your business is your time, and that also gains you ROI in your business. So let me know in the comments if you're excited and you're ready and you've got your notepads and your pens and you're ready to jot down these notes, because it's gonna be fire. Let me know in the comments. Hey, and if this is the first time you're joining any of my Instagram lives, my name is Gloria Bachman-Jansen. I work as an event planner at Planet Ghana, and over here at Planners Hub, I offer you tips on how to launch, position, and grow your creative business in courses and in free Instagram lives like this one. So if this is the very first time you are chancing upon any of my IG lives, you want to follow, click that follow button. In fact, crush that follow button, because this is the place you want to be. So for a lot of us, we start our businesses as a side hustle when we are still working with other people. And then eventually the side hustle grows, and then we decide that, you know what, I'm going to chuck this 9 to 5 and I want to do this business full time. Unfortunately, what that does for us is that we come in with an employee mindset. And the employee mindset is that whatever I see in my bank account is mine to use. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to rid yourself of that employee mindset of every income that comes into my business is my personal funds. Because what happens is that you end up dipping your hand into your bank account. Bank account. I need a new dress, bank account. I need this, bank account. You, especially for sole proprietorship, right? If you're the sole owner of your business, there's a chance that you're not accounting to anybody for what's in your bank account. So we naturally assume that whatever comes into my account is my money, which is a very disturbing mindset, because your gross revenue does not translate to profit. In fact, the very first thing that you want to be doing is when you, so let me give you an example. Okay, so let's say you're an event planner and you charge your client $2,000 to plan their event, right? So you get a hit, Momo alert, bank alert, 10K, woohoo! And you're excited and you start digging into that 10K. That 10K is your gross revenue. It is not your personal income. So your gross revenue is whatever comes into your bank account straight from the consumer or the client or whoever is buying your products and services. The bulk amount that hits your account or your momo, right? That is your gross revenue. That is not your money to touch and chop. Profit then becomes all of whatever you have left after you've deducted all of your expenses. So some of your expenses, I think that for a lot of us, the biggest spend in our business is rent. My rent, Charlie, it's so painful, when you're paying it. But unfortunately, we're in a situation where we can't avoid it. So for a lot of us, rent is like the biggest ticket item when it comes to our business expense, right? So things like rent. And when I talk about rent, I talk about this in my class, and a lot of people come up and say, well, I work from home, so I don't pay rent. And that's wrong, because even if you work from home, even if you're paying a mortgage, the very first thing that you want to be doing is you want to be looking at the exact amount that's going out to the financier every month, the bank or whoever gave you the loan to buy your house. You want to look at whatever is going out to them every month, and you want to divide that by 3. So if you're paying rent of $900 every month, no, not rent, assuming you're paying a mortgage, right? If you're paying a mortgage of $900 every month and you're working from home, then that automatically means that your rent value that you should charge your business is $300. A lot of people don't do this. Now, your income is also a business expense. So you have to sit down and work out and see, okay, what is my lifestyle? How much should I be paying myself? And you don't want to exaggerate this. Be realistic with yourself. If you're making gross revenue of, let's say, $1,000 every month, don't be going and saying, hey, I'm going to pay myself what I'm worth. Into me, $1,200. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So be realistic with yourself and your finances, okay? So your income, your rent, your utility bills, your memberships and subscriptions, your equipment, your computer that you need to work with, your printer, the paper that you're loading your printer with, all of these are business expenses that should come out of your account. And obviously, if you have any full-time employees, then their payroll is also another big ticket item when it comes to business expenses. So you have to take out their payroll. It is after you have taken account of all of these deductions that are coming out of your bank account that you can say that whatever is left over is then profit. Okay? So in essence, gross revenue minus your monthly expenses equals your profit. So let's talk about the profit. So the thing or the amount or the money that you're going to be reinvesting into your business is what is coming from your profits. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section if I am talking Yansasem. Okay, so your gross revenue minus your expenses equals your profit, and it is out of that profit that we are going to take a little bit of money to invest or reinvest in yourself and in your business. Hey, this hair will not sit. Oh, there's some crania. So that's how you should be thinking. Now, before you take a single peso out of your profit and decide to reinvest that into yourself and your business, the very first question that you want to be asking yourself is, what ROI is this bringing to myself and to my business? And if you're wondering what ROI means, ROI is essentially return on investment. So you want to be asking yourself, if I choose to invest this 1,000 Ghana cedis out of the profit that I have made, what return on investment am I getting? That is so important, because it is important that you realize what is an investment and what is an additional expense. Let's say you're an event designer. If you're an event designer, some of the things that you can be reinvesting your money into will be maybe perhaps new vases that have come out for 2021. You want to give your client more options. You want to make yourself more saleable. You want to make your designs more modern, right? And so you decide that, you know what, I made a profit this year. I've made a profit of $10,000, and I am going to use $5,000 to invest in new vases so that I can give my clients or my customers more options when they're coming in to choose, or when I'm recommending designs for the events. You know what, let me not move ahead of myself. Let me talk about some of the things. And there are 5 things that I feel every business owner should be investing in. For those of you who just joined us, I hope that I can save this live. If I don't save it, you missed. But I'll try to do a recap at the end so that you don't miss too much. And if this is the first time you're tuning into any of my Instagram lives, my name is Gloria Bachman-Yangsing. This is Books and Banter. Books and Banter comes to you now every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And this is where I share with you some of my tips on how to launch, position, and grow your creative business. And I also, of course, share with you some of my favorite books and some of my favorite people. Tonight we are talking about reinvesting into your business. We are talking about why you need to reinvest into your business. We are talking about how much you should look to reinvest into your business. We are talking about how much is too much to reinvest in your business. And we are talking about which part of your business finances you should be looking to reinvest. So that's what we are talking about tonight on Books and Banter. And so far I have shared with you some financials and the bits of your finances that you should be looking to reinvest into yourself and into your business. Okay, I feel that it is so important for us, not just as creative entrepreneurs, but as entrepreneurs of any kind. Your business really cannot grow if you're not reinvesting in your business. If you're looking to build wealth, if you're looking to scale your business, if you're looking to move from one laptop, one man bedroom business to something bigger, then it is time for you to start thinking about how you can reinvest into your business, how you can expand your business, and where that money will come from. That is why it is so important when I talk about, being able to price for profit. I always talk about this, and I always talk about why it is so important to price your products and services for profit, because the profit that you make from your business is the only money that you can really reinvest into your business. So it's so important that as a business owner, when you're pricing, you take your time to look at all of the expenses within your business. You need to know your break-even point, and you need to know that for your business to be profitable, you have to move beyond that break-even point. So the next thing I want to talk about are some of the things or the key things for me, 5 of the key things that I feel you should be looking to reinvest your money into. Okay, so the first thing that you want to be thinking about investing your funds into is restocking. I just gave the example of if you're an event designer and perhaps there are new trends and new tools and new things that have come into the market, and you're looking to be more modern and keep up with trends, then perhaps one of the things that you could invest in are maybe vases, right? Maybe a new box of flowers, as an example, artificial flowers, seeding treatments and things like that, because you want to be able to give your clients and your customers more options. It helps you stay ahead of the competition. The second thing that you want to be thinking about investing in are the tools that will make your life a little bit easier. And when I talk about tools, I am talking about online tools, right? Like Asana as an example. So you're looking to structure your systems in such a way that if a customer sends an inquiry, or let's say Dubsado, okay? So there's Asana, there's Dubsado. I love Dubsado because it helps you keep on top of your customer inquiries. So let's say that somebody sends you an inquiry, they are looking to, perhaps book a consultation with you, and that consultation booking doesn't quite go through to the end. So they don't quite come in, and then you have to follow up, right? So software that helps you keep on top of your paperwork is a good investment because it helps you be more efficient as a business owner. So you want to look at tools like that make your life a little bit easier. Perhaps an accounting software, perhaps an invoicing software, so that you're not constantly having to sit inside of Excel or Canva or Word or wherever you process your invoices from, right? It is automated, and that makes your job so much easier. The third thing that you want to look at investing in is outsourcing some of the tasks that keep you so busy that you're unable to grow your business, that you're unable to look beyond your administrative duties. So this is a little different from the payroll, because some of these tasks that you outsource are not necessarily recurring. So maybe you outsource your copywriting, as an example. I have colleagues who have Instagram pages and they don't write their own captions. Somebody writes the captions for them and they pay that person, a social media manager, but then it's not a permanent role inside of their business. The fourth thing that you want to be thinking about is investing cash. Investing cash. Again, like I said at the beginning, a lot of us enter entrepreneurship from the employee, right? We're usually an employee, right? And then we think about perhaps launching our own business and moving from the 9 to 5 to pursue this passion. And so we enter entrepreneurship with an employee mindset. And we think that all of the money that comes into our business is available for us to use for personal things, which is not the case. You want to invest cash back into a savings account or a nest. This is in case your business hits a rough patch. Who in the world would have thought that 2020 will come and COVID will hit us and it will hit our income so hard that a lot of us will suffer loss in income for months on end? You don't think about these things, right? As a business owner, touch wood, nothing happens. Now, sebe, if you are ill for 6 months, what will happen to your business? If your business is going to collapse as a result of you not being able to physically be at work for 6 months, then we have a problem. And that is why it is so important that you consider things like savings account and investment portfolios, because you have to put some cash aside. Our business, whether it doesn't matter, like we have a set amount of cash that we are always putting into a nest account. We don't have immediate use for it, but it is just for a rainy day. Just in case your business hits a rough patch, you want to be able to have some backup. You want to be able to still continue to pay for your expenses. Our office has been closed since March this year. We literally just reopened the office again, but we don't want to lose the building. So the rent that we have paid, literally, is like we paid rent for the whole year to somebody and didn't use any of it. So that's a huge loss on our books. But can you imagine if you don't have any backup? If you don't have anything set aside in a savings account? It is so important. So that's the fourth thing, critical thing that you should be investing in. My fifth and favorite thing to invest in is education. A lot of us as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we think that we know. You think you know. We think we know. And so for a lot of us, we will sit in our business 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. You've never signed up for any course. You've never taken any workshop. You've never upskilled, nothing. Until one day you suddenly realize that, wow, you are so rusty that you are even unable to sign on new clients. You have no idea what's happening with new technology, new tools, new trends. You are stuck in your old ways. And so when we come to you, because you're still operating in the 2000s, maybe even you are still operating in 1980s. You still have 1980s mindset because you think you know. And so somebody will come and say, why are you spending so much? Why are you spending all of your time and your resources in your business? It is because I have moved on from that scarcity mindset. I was also born into a scarcity mindset, just like a lot of my colleagues, just like a lot of us here. We are born into that scarcity mindset where we are thinking that, say, we give 500 C's, a workshop we are. Let me tell you why I chose to invest $10,000 in a 3-day course. And of course, the fee wasn't $10,000. But then once I had paid for the 3-day workshop, I also had to pay for my flight tickets, not just to New York, but to get to New York, sleep over, pay hotel bills, and then move over to Florida. At the time, I was thinking, hey, $10,000. $10,000. If you mention $10,000 in certain quarters, and you talk about the fact that you're going to invest $10,000 in your skill, to hone your skill and to upgrade yourself, they'll look at you like you are mad. Who pay $10,000? What about them? It was a very tough decision for me, and I thought, I was like, CKB Womo, that's like 50,000 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, my car, I've been using my car since 2012. I'm like, hey, come into a new car. Can you bad? Right? And you're there, you're thinking about all of the different things that you could possibly be using this money for. Let me tell you something. I was in that course, it was for 3 days, right? So it was not just a conference, right? It was also hands-on training. Whilst I was still in Florida, I did a consultation with a client who was looking to hire us. We did this consultation via Zoom. And I used all of the things, all of the sales and marketing tricks that we had learned inside of that workshop. I applied all of it to the T. Before I had even come back to Ghana, I had already offset half of that expense. You think you know, right? You would think that, wow, I mean, actually, I have a master's degree. Sure, I have a master's degree. Like, so you think you know. So many questions that